So I failed big time this weekend, and I want you to know that if you're somebody who struggles with failure, who allows the idea of failure to stop you from taking action, who has suffered failures and has trouble moving forward from them, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Fiona Flyte, and it is my passion and my privilege to help performing artists just like you to build successful and profitable businesses. I'm here to radically shake up the paradigm. No more indie artists. We are fully financially responsible, independent artists. And that's why failure is so important. Not failure, but how you deal with failure. Because the reality is you are going to fail. We are going to fail. If we want to build successful businesses as artists, there's just no way around the fact that you are going to fail again and again and again. Sometimes it's not even a failure. You may go to an audition and absolutely blow it out of the water and yet still not get cast. This is not because you failed. This is just because in that moment you weren't what the producers were looking for. That doesn't mean that you failed, but it feels like a failure. Now, this weekend, I did in fact fail. But before I go on, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also make a note to come join my free Facebook group. At the end of this video, there's a link in the description. Okay, so what happened this weekend? Well, first of all, it's important to know that while, yes, I'm showing up here as a business coach to artists, business, social media, mindset, marketing, all of that, as a coach to artists, I am also an artist. I am a singer. I have a background in singing opera and musical theater, and I recently set a challenge for myself called 365 Days of Song, which is exactly what it sounds like. 365 days of me singing every single day and sharing my singing to Instagram stories and to TikTok. Now, there have been nights where I have forgotten, like the day got away with me and I just forgot, and it was like 10 a.m. and I'm in bed and I went, I haven't sung today, and I would do something like this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And I did it. Okay, I sang that day. It didn't have to be a big complex thing for singing every day, just so long as I sang. Well, what happened on day 117 is that I did not sing. I didn't remember. There was a moment when I remembered, but I didn't then do it, and then I forgot, and then it was the next day, and I woke up and I had dread in my heart. I felt like I had absolutely let myself down. I felt I had failed myself, failed everybody who's paying attention to me as a leader who follows through on my commitments, just failed. Now, this is where things get really, really juicy, where what you make things mean changes everything. And it reminded me of the choose your own adventure stories. Have you ever read one of those books where it's like, okay, you've got a choice. You're outside and it's dark and you see a cave and you walk towards the cave and you take a step into the cave and another one and you see a light at the end. You can't quite see what's between you and the light. Your choice is, do you walk towards the light? If so, turn the page. If not, and you walk back out of the cave, turn to page 75. Now, what do you decide? Do you turn the page and walk towards the light, or do you turn to page 75 and leave the cave? Well, let's say you say, okay, I don't know about that light thing. I'm going to exit the cave. So turn to page 75, you exit the cave, and you get attacked by a man-eating rabbit. And now you're dead. Bummer. So this is choose your own adventure, and your life is a choose your own adventure. So I failed. I did not sing on day 117. It's now day 118, but I didn't sing on 117. So what the heck do I do? Do I decide to turn to page 75 and decide that my whole experiment of 365 days of song is a bust? Or do I turn to page 13 and decide that, wow, I had a good run at 116 days, like that's it, and now I'm done, and good job, and that was the best I could do? Or do I turn one page and say, I messed up, I skipped a day, I'm still moving forward with 365 days. I admit it. I share it with the world. I didn't do every single day in a row. I am not perfect. I am human. But you know what? For myself, I'm going to sing twice today on day 118. And that's what I did. So on day 118 in the morning, I said, I am making my 117th video now, and I am posting it. It was not the day it was supposed to be, but here it is. Now it's the evening, day 118. Here's my second song of the day. Do you see the difference? It's like I acknowledged the truth of the fact that I failed, and then I kept going. And this is what I want you to understand is so crucial for you in every aspect of your business as an artist. You cannot give up. You cannot put it down. You cannot decide that you're not worth it, because you are. You are absolutely worth everything that you dream of. And the point is that you have to believe that, and you have to keep going when you fall down. For me, this is so much like the Choose Your Own Adventure, or it's like the musical If Then, or the movie Sliding Doors. The question always remains, are you going to open the door on the left or the door on the right, or are you going to walk straight? Are you going to take the path less traveled, the path more traveled? Are you going to keep going when you hit the roadblocks, or are you going to give up? And my advice to you, my earnest, heartfelt advice, is that you remember how important what it is that you do is for you, for the world, for the people who know you. You can't underestimate how important your music, your wisdom, whether you teach or coach, or whether you perform live, or whether you paint, whatever it is that you do, your gifts were given to you divinely. This is my firm belief. And if your gifts are given to you by God or whatever you believe in, then they have to matter. You matter. And so when you hit a wall, when you fail, what really matters is how you respond, and are you going to keep going? And what I would like is for you absolutely to 100% say yes. Okay, I failed. Big effing deal. I'm here for the marathon, not the sprint. I'm going all the way. And so what's next? Now, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join my free Facebook community. I made it especially for performing artists just like you. And now, as always, go out into the world and shine your light. You have a voice, you deserve to be heard, and the world deserves to hear you.